Morning all. Hope you are able to hear me.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you very much. So last week session we have started. We have just saw the introduction, screen layout, right? How to log in, what are the passwords, how to add favorites, right? The screens, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. Any questions from that? Any questions? Yeah, any questions from that? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. So again, I am reiterating. So here you can see I'm logging in ECC. I'm logging in ECC. One second. Okay. So again, today or tomorrow afternoon, your ECC server, you're going to get the user access and passwords. So today EOD, I will share how to download the ECC GUI. Clear? So according to that, kindly download and I will provide the passwords. So here first I will provide EHP7 ECC. So let me log in. All this we discussed in our last session. How to log in and all those stuff, how to add favorites, what is the menu and all those stuff, correct? So let me change how to increase the font size. How to increase the font size. You can see here, this is my font size, right? How to increase the font size and how to change the themes and all the stuff I'll show you. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, give me a second time. Give me a second. For example, I'm going one transaction. I'm going to one transaction. You need not remember this. So here you can see the screen, what you call fonts, right? I want to increase or decrease font size. Okay. So here, we will have a lot of options here. Okay. So here you can see this option, customize local layout, customize local layout. So click on this option. Okay, so click on any settings you want to do on the screens, then we need to select this option. Okay, click on options, click on options. Okay, click on options. Okay, click on options, right? You can see. Okay, you can see here visual design, visual design. Okay, visual design. You can see here font settings. You can see how much it is showing. Courier new 17. Courier new 17, and here it is properties of font Therma 14. So here I want to increase to 17. Okay, click on select. In your real-time end user level also you can do that. So I want to, okay, I want to increase to 17, for example. Okay, I want to give here 17. Okay, click on OK, click on OK. Okay, next apply, apply and apply. Okay, okay. Okay, so if I want to come up, so okay, and I want to end the system. You want to log out completely. You need to log out completely. So means you can do log off, or you can do /n/ex. So entire you will come out from the server. Now again, EHP7, EHP7. Okay, you can see here from here onwards the font size. Here onwards, client, it is showing this one. Okay, I'll give my password. Okay, you can see here. You are able to see this difference. You can see. If I want to decrease, same, you need to follow, for example, okay, customize, click on options, right? Here select. So I want to make it 10. I want to make it as a 10. Okay, click on OK. And you need to do apply, the next OK. Apply and OK. And you need to come out completely from the server. Completely you need to close. So I'm closing. Either you can go with system log off or /n ex. Exit, completely exit. Ex stands for exit. Okay, so now we have exit. So now you can see EHP. Here, from here itself, it will show. Right, again, I will go with SRUSTY. You can see same screen I am opening. Clear, you can see. You are able to make out the difference.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
So
here,
the screen that you showed just now, we see it at the exit screen also. I mean, where you're entering the user ID and password. Even there, we can see that
yes,
the
from
display
initial.
screen.
Once you log
Okay.
out, it will start from login onwards.
Okay. So
Okay.
can we make
And
the changes from there itself instead of coming to FB50 screen and then making changes?
yeah, if you want to do that, can you please check here onwards? Check that option. Yeah, you can do it from here onwards. Clear? Okay. So now
Yes,
what
sir.
I want to do, I will log in. I will change it to 14. Option, it's always advisable to go with 17. So select. Okay, I would like to go with 14 or click on OK. Okay. This is my font size. Apply and OK. Now increase, decrease we saw. /n again, EX. Again, so for example, under this particular client 800, I have given access to 20 members. I have given this under client 800. I have given access to Naveen, XYZ or ABC or 123. I have given access to 20 members. So if I change the font settings, so that is affected to 20 members? No, it is applicable only for my user ID only. Only for my user ID only. Clear? So what it is saying? It is saying it will show it as a customized local layout. Customize local layout. Local layout in the sense only this particular user only it is applicable. Only this particular. It will not applicable for all the 20 members. All the 20 members. Okay. Clear everyone? This is applicable. For example, I have given access to you. Then once you log in, you can change, increase or decrease font, but that is applicable only for your system. Only for your system, not for other client, other users. Okay. Okay. Next one. Font increase or decrease. I will provide the material for this also. Okay. Next one. Okay, let me go with the other one, other logins. Okay, how to change the colored screen. Okay, this is in purple color, right? Or some other color. So how to change the color, screen color? Clear? How to change the screen color? Remember this. Okay, so same option we need to use local layout. Select. Okay, click on options. Click on options. Okay, click on options. Click on options. Okay, define custom colors. So what is that? It is in green color. Okay, I can go purple color or red color. You can see this is in red color by default, gold color. Okay, or I will do it signature. Default SAP color. Blue color is SAP. Save as. Okay. Okay. Sorry. 1 second. Here I'll do color setting. Color setting. Color setting. SAP default signature. So don't go with the define custom colors. Here color settings. Color settings. Again, I'll explain you. So here go with color, local layout, options. So here go with the color settings, right? By default signature. Okay. So here it is showing green color. Okay. Apply, click on OK. Now it is, you can see it is in red color. Okay. Now what I'll do. Okay. Just exit again. Come back. EHP 7. Okay. SRUSTY. No, it's not yet affected, right? Not. Okay. Still it is showing the same thing. So what I'll do, again, I'll go with options. Okay. So if it is not, see colors in system, colors in system. So here I will select this signature default, signature default. So you can see second option, color settings, colors in system. Okay. Colors in system, click on apply, colors and apply. Okay. Click on OK. Now /n ex. Now you can see blue color, it will come. See here, from here it has got affected. So SRUSTY, that's it. Clear? If you want to change color, the background color of SAP screens, okay, and again this is applicable only for your user ID only. So what I need to do, if you want to change the color, okay, options. So under color settings, okay, select the colors in system, right? So here you can see Y01. I will tell you about what do you mean by Y01. Okay. Next one, what do you mean by client 800? Already we discussed. So if you want to go with red, you want to go with the red, you can see here, or purple. Okay. Purple and purple, or you can see green or gold. Anything you can do it. So this is no difference between your ECC and S/4HANA. So if you say apply, I'm applying gold color. So click on OK. So again, if you come back, so EHP 7, okay, gold color you can see. Okay, gold color, we can change it. So understood everyone? So again, this options, this one. Okay. Okay, for example, next one. Clear everyone? Any questions on this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, next one. Give me 1 second. Next one, I'll write it one more option. This is how to enable. I will show you one more thing. How to enable, very important. Okay. How to enable okay. How to enable the or displaying the codes from drop down, So this is also very important. As an whenever we are we need to give a training to end users, so we need to make them understand this. Okay. For example, I want to see if any display, for example, okay, for example, I will say FS double. I'm just showing one transaction. Here I'm showing one transaction. LI01. Okay. So account group. So here you are able to see here E440 is the code and financial expense is a description. E450 and expense GL code 450. Okay, selling and distribution expense. So this we have created. You can see on the first I. These are the codes actually. These are the codes, and along with it displaying description. So for example, I don't want to see the codes. I don't want to, don't ask now. Okay, just don't ask what are all this stuff, because just I want to show you. That is the reason I'm showing. Later on we will discuss on each and everything, what do you mean account group and other things. Okay, but meanwhile try to understand. Here it is displaying code and as well as description. Okay, so here I don't want to see the code. I want only description. Okay, so for example, so if I want to just a second. Okay, I want to display only description. I don't require any quotes on this. So for example, okay, so if I first I'll switch it off, then next I'll show you once again. Okay, options, I'll show you once again. First I'll switch off and then next I'll do that. Okay, I'm coming out. I'll just press back button. Okay, what I'll do, I'll come back and I'll come to the same screen, FS00. You can see. Now, are you able to see any codes here? Are you able to see any codes?
No, sir.
What it is
No, sir.
appearing? What it is appearing?
Just description.
Only description it is appearing. Okay, so only description we are able to see. Just it is an example. It is applicable for all the screens, but I want to explain everything later. Okay, I need code and as well as a description. I need code and as well as a description. Okay, that is possible. Go to local layout, customize local layout. Okay, click on options, customize local layout, options. Next one, under that interaction design, under that interaction design, under that visualization, under that expand and visualization, visualization 1. Okay, select these two controls, show keys within drop down list, show keys within drop down list. Okay, click on here. Okay, next one, sort by these two, selected these two. If you want, I'll copy in our working notes. Okay, what I'll do, or else I will select from here. Okay, select this. Okay, let me open this. Okay, and after that, select local layout, select local layout option, Okay, it is there in our regular material also, but still if you're not able to find, okay, what I'll do, I'll copy this. Give me a second time. Okay, select local layout option, and after that, okay, options, under that, select interaction design, okay, interaction design, select this interaction design, okay, select this interaction design, Okay, select interaction design. Okay, just I'll highlight it. Select interaction design. Okay, select interaction design. Okay, interaction design, and after that select visual 1. Select visual 1. Select visualization 1. Session 1. Then next, okay, then next select the checkbox control. Select the checkbox control. Sorry. Select the checkbox control. Select the control option. Activate show keys within drop down. Okay, within drop down. So what I'll do, I'll take next screen. Okay, so here what we need to do, select the two checkboxes. Select the two checkboxes. So here we need to select the checkbox here and sort keys. Okay, so same thing, I'll take a screenshot. I'll take a screenshot here. Okay, visualization. This is not available. That is the reason I'm showing this. So select this two checkboxes. Select this two checkboxes. Select this two checkboxes. Select this two checkboxes. Okay, so next what we need to do, after selecting the checkbox, click on apply. Click on apply. Okay, and okay. Click on apply and say okay. Okay, so what you need to do, okay, sort by keys, this we need to select. Okay, once you select this, click on apply. Once you select this, okay, I'm just wherever it is required, I'm explaining. Remaining we will discuss later. Click on okay. Click on okay. Now go back and come to this particular screen, FS00. So here you can see it will appear codes. It will appear codes. Clear? This is enabling the codes and description. Okay. Again, I'll repeat. Okay. Click on options. Click on visualization, interaction design, visualization under controls. Select these two checkboxes. Select this two checkboxes. Clear, everyone? Next one. Okay, in the material also we will have the same. Okay, in the material also, in original material also we have. Okay, and one more thing. Okay, again we will discuss each and every option. Okay, every option in depth. First of all, I would like to highlight basic things: colors, font size, and visualization. Okay, next one. Visualization. How to get the help document. Okay, how to get the help document. And one more thing, in each and every screen, SAP clearly mentioned help. Okay, if you want, you can have, if you want, you can see the help actually. So for example, I'm going with the posting entries. Okay, for example, FB50. So here I don't know what is this. I don't know what is document date. Okay. So what you can do, you can say F1. Press F1 in this. So SAP provides you completely what is document date. What is a document date? Clear? So it will give you complete help, right? The document date is the date on which the original document was issued. Okay. So everything you will get with this. For example, I didn't understood what do you mean by document header text. I don't know what is exact. So if I press F1 from your keyboard, if you press F1 from your keyboard, then it will give you the complete description. Clear? So, for example, the document header text contains explanation or notes which apply to the document as a whole completely, right? That is, or not only for certain line items, right? You can see here. It will give you, if you want further details, then it will give you complete details, module wise details. So, what is document header text and all those stuff. So, everything you can get it as an F1. F1 help. For example, here I didn't understood what do you mean by GL and cost and what is debit and credit. So for example, press F1, you can see debit and credit indicators. What is it? Shows on which side of the account debit and credit the transaction figures. Clear? So debit and credit. If you want debit and credit, that you will learn from your accounting sessions. Clear, everyone? Any questions here? Any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
1 second. Okay. So now I'll show you field attributes. So what do you mean by fields? What do you mean by fields? Clear? Here you can see field attributes. Clear? Field attributes. So give me a second time. Give me a second time. So favorites and all the stuff we have done, right? So here, field attributes. So I'm taking one screen, F-07. Okay, sorry. /n F-07. Okay, already I have mentioned in the material also. You can see here. Field attributes. I'll copy here or else. Field attributes. So each field in every application, there will be so many fields will be there. Whatever may be the application, you know that what do you mean application. So this is one application or one screen. Okay, so many field, each field have a its own feature. Okay, we will talk about each field. You can see fields. One cell is nothing but a one field. This is one say field. This is one field. Like this, we have a number of fields like this. Okay, what is this field attributes? Okay, so each and every field in SAP. Okay, first we will talk about text field. Okay, I'll talk about field attributes. Let me make a copy of text field. Sorry, field attributes. Very important as a consultant point of view because we need to explain to the customer or client end user. End user doesn't know about that. So first field, I can say this. You can see here text, right? Just write on text fields or text field. So what exactly text field is? Okay, what exactly text field is? Just I'll give the description here. Okay, text field, I'm writing it for your benefit. Text field is an optional field. An optional field. Text field is an optional field. Optional. What do you mean optional? You know that. We can enter the data or we can ignore. We can, without entering the data also. Okay, I'm sorry. We can enter the data. Okay. Any value, we can enter any value. Any value means text number or a special character, anything, value in the sense. We can enter what in my value. It could be a character, what we call numeric value or okay, numerical value or a text value, alpha value or anything, special character or anything you can enter. Sorry, text field as an optional field. Okay, we can enter any value. Text field is an optional field. Okay, text field is an, one second. Okay, or we can leave it blank. We can leave it blank. Okay, text field is an optional field. We can enter any value or we can leave it blank. We can leave it blank. Clear? Understood? What do you mean by this? Leave it blank. For example, you can see here. This is my text field. You can enter numerical values or characters or combination of numerical value and characters, or you can enter special characters. You can enter special character values, right? Or we can, without entering any data, we can go to the next field, right? That is the reason we said optional field. Optional means text field is an optional field. We can enter any value, right? Number or alpha or alphanumeric or special characters, but or we can leave it blank. We can leave it blank. So this is the text field. Next one, required fields. Next fields we have required field. Okay, required field. Required fields or field. Okay, required field or fields. Okay, required fields. Okay. Okay. This field is known as mandatory field. Mandatory field. Mandatory field for the application. Mandatory field for the application. Okay, mandatory, we need to enter the data. We need to enter the data. Okay. We cannot leave this field blank. This field blank. Okay. We cannot leave it. We cannot leave this field blank. Means we can, compulsory we need to specify the value. We need to specify the value. Okay. So you can see here, and next one, what you can write, from system provided list blank. Okay, nothing but I'll tell you, from, we need to provide the value. We need to provide the value from system defined values. We need to provide the value from system provided or user provided. User provided. Okay. So how we can make a, whether it is a mandatory in the sense, on the top right corner or left corner, top right, left corner, you can say it's the mandatory field. There is a tick mark. You're able to see that on the top right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is nothing but a mandate. So which one is mandatory? You're able to see in this particular screen. What are the fields are mandatory it is showing? What are the means it is showing? What are the fields it is showing mandatory?
Document date,
Document
account.
account.
Document date and account, right? So if you press, it will provide the system provided values, right? If you see here, or here if you click here, it system will provide or user provides whatever value you want, you can enter that. Okay, but without entering any value, we cannot move forward. We cannot move forward. So this is about your text field. Okay, user defined or okay, system defined. System define. Okay. Next one. Next one. Okay. Drop down fields. Drop down fields. Okay. Drop down fields. Okay. Drop down fields. Okay. So drop down fields, you can see that. Drop down fields. Here you can see this is. You can see here it is. You have a search one. So if you click, then you will see list. Okay. You will see the list. So then that is known as a drop down list. Okay. Select it, this field. Okay. In this field, press F4, press F4, press F4 and select the required value from drop down list. Okay. What is this? Drop down field or drop down list, whatever you can call it as an. Okay. Drop down field or drop down list. So here if you click, okay, then it will show the list. So required one. Okay, we can select according to our requirement. Okay. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one, radio buttons. Okay. Radio buttons. Radio buttons. Okay. Radio buttons. I will copy and paste radio buttons. I will copy radio buttons screen here. Okay. So these are called radio buttons. Okay. These are called radio buttons. I'll just copy this. So wherever in any screen, if you find this, then does it nothing but what is the field? A radio buttons field. Okay. So picture format. Okay. Radio button fields. So what do you mean by radio button field? These are called radio button fields. So compulsory, we need to have a knowledge on this because we need to explain end user if you are in any project. Okay. Any application you will find this. Okay. This field. Okay. This field or from radio buttons options, from radio button field options, we can select okay, one option. We can select one option at any point of time. Okay, we can select only one option at any point of time. Okay, so here, so if I'm selecting one option amount, then none will be deactivated. If you say document number, then amount will be deactivated. Okay, clear? So if you can select only one option at a time, only one option in radio buttons. So next one, we have one more option, checkboxes. Checkboxes are opposite to this. Checkboxes. Okay. Checkboxes. So I'll paste the checkboxes as well. These are the checkboxes. Okay. Checkboxes. Okay. Checkboxes. Okay. From checkboxes, field options, check boxes, field options. Okay. Okay. We can select one option. We can select one option or two options or multiple options at a time, at any point of time. Clear, everyone? So what here? So here I'm having. Okay. So here you can see this is one checkbox. So I'm already one is there. Don't ask me what is this as of now. We will discuss everything, these options. So, but I'm saying I want to explain about this field. You can select. Okay. Out of these four checkboxes, we can select one, or we can select two, or multiple, or none. You can, without selecting this also, we can go forward. Okay. Out of this checkboxes, okay, we can select one option or two options or multiple options or all options or none. Okay, or none. Anything we can select it as per the requirement. And we will see the requirements in next. Okay, now you understood what is this option? What is this field? The first one. What is this first one? Yes, what is the first field?
Required field.
Required. And
field.
what is this?
Text field.
And this is what
Drop
is
down.
Document type field.
drop down?
Drop down.
I'm not asking what do you mean by type. Okay, here I'm asking what is this field?
Drop down.
Drop down field.
Drop down field. Okay, next one, this is
Radio
buttons, and these are
check boxes.
checkboxes. Next one, most important field. Again, everything field is important. So I will go with the date field. Date field. Date field. Okay, date field. Okay, date field. Date field, write down. If you are writing. Okay. So to activate date field, to activate the date, press F4 in date field, press F4, press F4, press F4. Okay. It will activate calendar. It will activate the system calendar. It will activate the system calendar. The system calendar. Don't go with the spellings. And select F2 and select F2. Okay, from keyboard, select F2. Okay, select F2 to activate current date. Okay, so here you can select F4. Okay, let me make it a bold. To activate calendar, we need to select, majority people knows out, but still I'm reiterating for others. Okay, and press F2. Press F2. So here majority knows, but still again I'm reiterating. So here you can see here date button. You can see here date button. You can see. Okay, press F4. So it will activate calendar. And if you want to select current date, or you can select manually by selecting whatever date you want. But if I want to select current date, then press F2. So it will select the current date, whatever current date. Clear? Or press F4, you can select your required date by manually. Clear? So this is about your date. Again, we need to discuss more about date field. So here you can see here there is one document date, correct? Posting date, clear? And one more date we will have, for example, is there any other dates you are able to see? Document date, posting date, okay, value date. You're able to see. So everything is a date, but you can see it is showing it as a posting date, document date, value date, next one entry date. Okay. So here we will see the significance of each date. It's very, very important. We need to explain. Okay. First of all, okay, for example, I have purchased a material from a vendor. So I will write it, okay, date field. I will remove this field. Okay. We have purchased a material from a vendor. Okay, we have purchased a material from a vendor. So what vendor will do? Vendor will raise an invoice. Vendor will raise an invoice. Means he will issue a bill. Okay, whenever you purchase something, they will issue. For example, vendor has invoiced. He has issued an invoice on, for example, what is today? 9th. So he has issued on 5th to 2026. He has raised an invoice on 5th. Okay. Okay, he has raised an invoice on 5th. Okay, we have purchased a material from vendor. Okay, vendor invoice. This is called vendor invoice. I can raise that. Okay, vendor invoice. Vendor invoice. This is called vendor invoice. Whatever invoice vendor issue, that is called vendor invoice. Okay. This particular invoice, which is reached to my office. Okay. So when it is reached, okay, what I did. So here we have updated in our books of accounts. So when we received an invoice from vendor, so accountant need to be enter that transaction in the books of accounts, SAP or whatever it is. So they have updated ledger update. Okay, books, accounting books, they have updated. Okay, on which date they have updated? For example, 07/02/2026. Okay, ledger update date, I can say that. Ledger update. Okay, so here this particular invoice vendor, it sends an invoice from 100 kilometers away, and we have received this invoice on 6th. Okay, we have received that invoice on 6th physically, and okay, but due to some XYZ reason, we have not updated on 6th, which we are supposed to be updated on 6th, but we have not updated. Okay, and we have recorded in our books of accounts on 7th February. Okay, and today, for example, okay, today's date is okay, 09/02/2026. 02/2026. Okay, today's date. Okay, here we have purchased from vendor. Okay, we have purchased goods from vendor on 5th, and vendor sends invoice on 6th. Okay, due to some XYZ reason, we have not updated on 6th. We have recorded in our books of accounts. Okay, on 7th. Okay, so in general, what do you mean by that? Whenever vendor sends an invoice, so that date is known as a document date. Whenever vendor sends an invoice to us, okay, whenever he raised an invoice, then that is considered as a document date. Okay, and this is called, whenever we updated in our books of accounts, whenever we have updated in a books of posting date. Okay, and today's date. Okay. So we are supposed to record in the system on 7th, but unfortunately we have recorded in the system on today's date. So it is called by taking a ledger updated date. So here, okay, this is called entry date. Entry date. So I'll repeat once again in a different way. So for example, invoice, we have purchased some goods from vendor, okay, and vendor sent an invoice to us. Sorry, vendor raised an invoice. Vendor issued a bill. So on which date we have purchased? On 5th, and same day he has issued a bill invoice. So that is called a documented date. And he has sent an invoice. He has sent an invoice to us on 6th. But okay, he has sent an invoice on 6th or 7th. So 6th he has sent, but we need to record the transaction. We need to record the transactions on 7th. We are supposed to record the transaction on 7th. Means we need to post a posting date or recording date. We call it as an in SAP posting, right? Which date we need to record the transaction in our books of accounts? In which what date we have recorded the transaction in our books of accounts? 7th.
7th.
We are supposed to enter. We are supposed to record on 7th. But unfortunately, due to my busy schedule, I have not updated. I have not updated on 7th. I have updated today by taking this date. By taking this date. Okay, so this date we are supposed to enter, but we have not recorded on that particular day. But system will allow to record the transaction on the backdated. To record the transaction on backdated. Okay, so here we have taken as a this date as a posting date and entry date, nothing but system date. This date will be recorded by the system. This date will be recorded by the system. Okay. Okay. First of all, we will talk about document date. Each date I'll explain clearly. Okay. Document date. Document date. Okay. I'll explain clearly about this. If anyone is new for this. Okay. This date. Okay. This date will be used to capture. Will be used to capture. Okay. This date will be used to capture transaction. Transaction means what we did. Transaction occurred date. Transaction occurred date. Okay, this date will be used to capture transaction occurred date between the company and party nothing but supplier to customer. Okay. Okay, so from whomever we are purchasing, that is nothing but a party. Okay, or you can write customers, vendors, okay, employees, etc. Okay, so whatever transaction taken place, nothing but purchased material from vendor. So here my party would be vendor. Okay. Okay, vendor invoice date. So you can write it example this, you can say that. Vendor invoice date, you can take example this one. Okay, you can take example. Example, you can take it as in this one. Sorry. So let me select this. Example. Okay, next one, posting date. Posting date. Posting date. Okay, this date will be used to update. Okay, this date will be used to update. Okay, this date will be used to update ledgers. Okay, I'll tell you what in ledgers. Ledgers in SAP system. Okay, ledgers in nothing but books. Ledgers is nothing but books. Ledgers in SAP system. Okay, you can take example. Example, you can take. Okay, you can take example. This one. Okay, ledger. posting date. Understood this too, everyone? Anyone have a questions on this?
No, sir, clear.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, posting. What do you mean entry date? Okay, what do you mean entry date? Okay, next one. Anyone have an idea what do you mean entry date? Anyone have an idea what do you mean entry date? People are already working. What do you mean entry date? Yes, please. If no, I will go ahead.
System date.
What do you mean by system date?
Oh, system automatically capture the date.
Can we change it?
We can change it manually.
We can change it. Can we change it?
No, once the entry is there, we can't modify that.
Sorry?
Once the entry is, once the entry is taken, we cannot modify that one.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. So here entry day, assist entry date. Okay. Just right. This date will be updated. This date will be updated by the system. Okay. This date will be updated by the system with today's date. With whatever date you are entering, that date it will take with today's date or application server date. Application server date. Application server date. So what do you mean by today's date? Okay. For example, we are supposed to record the transaction on 7th February, but we are updating on 9th. Okay. So, okay, posting date, it will take it as in 7th. Okay. But system in the backend, it will take system date. What is system? What is the date it is showing? What date it is showing? System?
7.
Sorry, system date here on the bottom. My
Oh,
system date. What is system date it is showing?
9.
9th or server. For example, my server is in US. For example, my server is in US. So in US, they are still not entered into 9th date.
9.
Correct. So they are still in
Yes.
8th. Right. My server is in US. Okay. In India, it's 9th, but in US, it is 8th. Correct. Then it will take application server date. Again, that's what I'm saying. The date, my SAP server is in US and I am end user working from India. Right. So whenever he is entering the date, how system will capture is the date will be automatically updated by the system with today's date. Today's date means system date, whatever system date. But here system date is nothing but here, okay, end user system date. First priority it will give to application server date. If both are different, then first it will take application server date. And one more thing, we cannot change or modify system date after entry. Okay. So what is this? So here I'll take example, today's date. I'll take example. Okay, example. Understood this? Okay, next one. Let me take this. Okay, just write down a note to entry date. I'll just put a one more line. Simple. Okay. Okay, 1 second. I'll write a note here. Very important. First is entry date note. Okay, the user cannot modify the entry date. User cannot modify the entry date. Clear? The user cannot modify the entry date. Okay. Here you can modify document date, posting date, but we cannot modify entry date. Clear everyone? So I'll show you one entry. I'll show you one entry. People who have posted already. So I'll take one transaction and I'll show you entry date, for example. I'm just showing, don't bother about this. So where this entry date will be captured, I'll show you. Okay. Okay, here I would like to show one entry. So here you can see, you need not to bother about this. I'll explain each and everything. So here you can see different dates it will show. Clear? Document
Yes.
date, posting date. Clear? Next one, there is one more date. We have a translation date. I'll explain now what do you mean by translation. Here you can see, what is this?
Entry date.
Entry date. So this I can in real time, I can change these due dates, but I can't change this entry date. Entry date is captured from your system date or your application server date. We can't change this. We can't edit it. Clear, everyone? We
Yes,
can't
sir.
edit it. Fine. So you can see, I need to discuss about another 2 dates. I'll discuss and the next we'll go ahead. Okay, next one, translation date. Translation date. Okay, you can see in the application also I have mentioned translation date. Okay, next one, translation date. Every screen you have this. Okay, translation date. Translation date. Okay, just write it down. Translation date. Okay. Put adding as a translation date. This date will be used to, okay, this date will be used to convert, okay, this date will be used to convert foreign currency transactions into local currency, foreign currency transactions into local currency. Okay, foreign based on exchange rate values. Based on exchange rate values. Okay, this date will be used to convert your foreign currency transaction into local currency based on exchange rate values. Based on exchange. Okay, same thing. Okay, next one. So whatever day, for example, you purchase some goods today's from US. So an Indian INR, how it's going to be converted? We have purchased for $50, right? So today rate may be different, yesterday's rate may be different. So according to your posting date, it will be get changed. Clear? Not on entry date. It will change as per your posting date. That what you call this exchange rate will be get changed. Okay, next one. Value date. Another important date, value date. Okay, value date. Okay. Value date. This date, right now, this date will be used to capture. Okay, this date will be used to capture encashment date. Encashment date for cash transactions. And a realization date and realization date for okay, or you can say that, or you can mention it as an or you can say it as an or realization date for bank transactions, nothing but checks, bank transactions. Okay, what do you mean by value date? It is very important in our business environment. What do you mean by value date? The value date will be used to capture encashment date for cash transactions. Okay, what do you mean encashment? Okay, what date and what time you received cash. Okay, what do you mean encashment? What date you have received cash. Okay, either receipt or a payment, then that is considered as a encashment date. What do you mean by realization date? Okay, we have given check to a vendor or a customer has given check to us. Then when the funds are transferred, okay, the funds are transferred from vendor customer account to our account or our account to vendor account. If the funds are transferred, then that is considered as a realization date. Clear? I have given a check today, so probably they won't deposit today. They have deposited tomorrow, and the funds are transferring day after tomorrow. Then what would be the value date? Is it today date or tomorrow's date or day after tomorrow's date? What date it would be? We have given check today, vendor deposited tomorrow, and the funds are transferred day after tomorrow. So what would be the value date?
Day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow. Same thing, encashment date. What do you know encashment? So we have purchased goods from a vendor, okay, and today we have purchased and we have given a cash tomorrow. We have given cash tomorrow. Then the value date for encashment, okay, nothing but value date. So any questions on this? Any questions regarding field attributes of, okay, fields attributes, okay, field attributes in any screen in SAP, you will have only these fields. You will have these fields. Clear? Yeah, any questions? And one more date we have. Okay, I want to explain baseline date. Baseline date. I missed it. Let me finish this. Okay, next one we have baseline date. Baseline date. So end users normally they use this baseline date concept. Okay. 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 Baseline date. Okay. From which date? What do you mean baseline? From which date we are calculating? We are calculating. Okay, we are calculating due date. Is known as baseline date. So for example, baseline date. So here, for example, I have purchased goods on, okay, here on 5th. Okay. So I have purchased 5th late evening and he has given 5 days grace period. Sorry, 5 days due date. I need to pay within 5 days. Due date is 5 days. Due date is 5 days. Okay. So here from when you will calculate? What would be my due date? Here I am purchased from vendor on 5th. Okay. And he said within 5 days we need to pay. 5 days. Due date is 5 days. So when you will calculate?
From the 5th itself.
5th. For example, I am purchasing goods 5 o'clock, almost all at closing time. From closing time. Then probably they might calculate from 6th.
6th.
Correct? Or if I'm purchasing in the morning, you can see, right, whenever you purchase any goods on installment, clear? If you purchase after 20th or 22nd, then the due for installment payment will not follow next month. It will follow the other month. If you are purchasing on or before 22nd or 25th, then it will follow, the due date will follow next month. Clear? In the same way, it will be depend on what time you are purchasing on that particular day. Clear? So that is called your calculate. Now, what is your baseline date? If I'm purchasing late evening,
6th.
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 If I'm purchasing at 5th morning, very first hour,
5th.
Then
5th. So I am mentioning again, I have given grace period of 3 days. So you can calculate from okay, for example, today is Thursday. Okay, I am giving an optional of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 grace period. So from that particular day onwards, you need to calculate. So here I'm saying that 10th February. You need to calculate. I'm giving a grace period of 8th. Okay, 08/02/2026. So what would be my baseline period now? Baseline date.
8th.
8th would be my baseline date. So how you are calculating your due date? Okay, on the base of which date you are calculating? Okay, that date is considered as a baseline date. That is considered as a baseline date. Is this clear, everyone? Any questions? So we discussed about invoice date, ledger update, nothing but recording date. Okay, next one, entry date, document date. Okay, posting date, right? Whatever entry date, translation date, value date, and baseline date. So any questions? And different fields. So any application, if you take whatever may be the module, then you will have these settings, these fields. In any SAP application. Apart from this, we don't have any other additional fields. Any questions from anyone?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll give a pause here. And tomorrow onwards, we are going to discuss on organization structure, the most important major thing. We are going into business, this thing, and we are going to design in tomorrow's session our own organization structure. Means whatever project we are going to do, means project in the sense whatever practice we are going to do from on our project. So tomorrow onwards, we are going to see that. Clear? And I'll try to give access, ECC access by today EOD or tomorrow first hour. Clear, everyone? So I'll share the link how to download and how to add the GUIs to your systems. So by today EOD, I'll try to give today EOD itself. If not, if your basis consultant, if he is not available, then definitely I'll give it by tomorrow's first hour. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Clear.
Can we
Yes.
ask remote server access?
That's what remote server access only I'll give.
Yeah, because I don't want to download it. So
If already GUI is there in your system, then directly you can apply, you can upload, you can do only the application details you need to mention. That's it. If you don't have a GUI details, then you need already, if you have a GUI in your system, okay, application like what do you mean by GUI? If you have like this, okay, I'll show you. If you have this, then definitely what you need to do, whatever details I'm going to provide, just you need to click on create option. New create or anything. So click on connection, okay, and just don't do anything in the first screen. Click on next. Then you whatever description I'm going to provide these details. So just you need to add it. That's it.
yes, sir.
Clear? If you don't have a what we call, if you don't have a server application, okay, then you need to download. And how to download that, I will share what we call link from where you need to do it. Clear? Any further questions from anyone before I call it for today? Yes, no.
Clear.
Yeah. Thanks all. See you in tomorrow's session. So tomorrow, the most again, every session is very important, right? If we don't know or the fields, then definitely we will stuck at a client place. Because if you want end user is new to the system and you want, he's asking what is the difference between these dates. Probably he might know about dates, but here fields we need to explain what in by text field or whatever option, what called radio buttons, check boxes, clear date fields. What is the importance? Then we need to explain this. So that is the reason we have spent almost a complete session on these fields. Okay, all. Thank you and see you in tomorrow's session if you don't have any queries.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you all.